It is Estaban Robles, and there's a great picture, versus the Filipino legend, Francisco Django Bustamante. And it's a race to 10 still. Single elimination. Somebody's going to go.
Yeah, and remember, I know I've met him a few times. And again, with a Filipino flag, I believe it was a Filipino flag next to his name. Maybe he just resides now in this area. Now, you know, one of the biggest breakers. Oh, there you go. He doesn't have a Filipino flag. I overlooked that.
Yeah, Bustamante known to be one of the biggest breakers of his era for sure. A little different break shot nowadays. Looks like Esteban gets on with it pretty quickly.
Yeah, Boosty will have to kind of dial that in. I think what happens is you don't realize it's as thin as it actually is to look on the one for the break shot. You almost have to really commit to it. Easy to get a hair thick, and you won't have those results.
Could be a little intimidating until he starts to evaluate.
Kind of raise the hands quickly, but now he's got to worry about position on the 8. And this is going to be overcooked a bit. He's going to be a little thin.
That. So just picking up the pieces, JJ, for Boosty.
Yeah, stress-free couple balls, and he gets another look. Gets another look at that break shot. Yeah, and I don't know if he said heck with that cut break or not. Hit that one even thicker, and
well, you said it right at the beginning of this match. Sometimes they don't realize how thin they have to hit it, and I think that's actually just the case with Boosty, right? It's probably going to take him 5, 6, maybe 7, 8 racks to realize I've got to continue to hit this a little bit thinner.
yeah, what? All right, nice shot there, holding that nice angle to drop below the pink 4.
You know, when I was younger, I didn't, and now, you know, last several years, I've kind of like, you know, studied it quite a bit. It's very,
Yeah, a lot of it, like a lot of our great players, just a special individual, and some things you may not teach, but strikes the cue ball really well. And from the first time I ever put my eyes on him in 1992 at the Billiards tournament there in St. Charles, Illinois, he's really actually kind of calmed it down in the last 15 years or so, 20 years. Not near as much pump action, and I'd say just a little more simple, if you call it that.
matches, and the guy at the table, I'll just be honest, intimidated me more. I don't know why or how, but he did. He still plays real good, doesn't he, Jeremy? Bustamante leading 2-0.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he doesn't compete as much. He does plan on coming back to the U.S., I think, to play. He's not sure about the Derby, but play some other tournaments here in the early part of 2026. But I still think he hits balls. I still think he likes hitting balls. And again, probably does, some exhibitions and whatnot. Now he's got to come across this, trying to avoid the scratch. Oh, wow, hit it nicely. Not going to get much of a reward, but come out from Boosty. And, some people may think crazy kind of stroke different. I'll tell you the craziest thing, if you ever watch Boosty, is watch him use the bridge. It's unbelievable. The tip will be about a foot away until he makes his last swing to strike the ball.
Yeah, I don't feel like that rub hurt him any. I think he would have been a little tougher than he is now. Leveled out 3 rails around. Making it look easy, Jeremy.
Yeah, so far so good for Boosty. Now Boosty, see if he can dial that same break in. Got the one down in his last.
He's looking to 2-rail kick behind it. Needs to get a rail, right?
Yeah, he did with a 3-ball. Yeah, I'm not sure. Obviously didn't go as planned. And maybe the Derby City Classic, but I'm just kind of curious if Fedor-Gorst and Bustamante has ever really teed it off against each other. That's the only place I could possibly imagine that they have. Yeah, that'll go off tomorrow, Thursday. Player. Really no weaknesses.
Having a little fun, these two. Nothing wrong with that. Esteban. Got to enjoy it. Playing a guy like Boosty. 4-0.
Yeah, Boosty, a Hall of Famer. Really, the only tournament that had ever eluded his career was the U.S. Open.
Tell you what, he's made some big adjustments on this break shot. The 3 going to...
Got a slight swerve here, or maybe just a clean look.
Potentially rail first. Oh, yeah, he had a clean look. Maybe a slight swerve, like you said. That's what he attempted.
Okay, these are really open. Depending on how he wants to play the 4 to the 6, the pink 4. Good tidy position there.
Yeah, he can come up under it. He does not have to try to get above this ball if he doesn't want to. Just a little quick. I'd like to see him slow it down just a touch.
Yeah, just a hair punchy right there on the pink 4, but should recover.
It's a good hit. It's now when the heart rate starts to get up when you're playing some. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Esteban, one away from getting on the board. Not bad. Oh, yes, he can. Pretty good there. Swing looks a lot better.
Ball that's got not too much distance, but a little bit to a thin cut. Easy to get overamped. Yeah, Dennis Graby has been playing. John Moore up 9-5. JB Sakal up 3-1 early on Ortega. One other match just getting going. Saudi's own Kassan. He leads 4-2.
Actually, a very nice hit from Esteban, and Bustamante trying to trickle the 2 into the lower right. Yeah, that could have been a lot worse.
Trying to ease it. It's got a lot of angle to try and hold on the 4. Well, did all right.
Yeah, it was real interesting. Looked like he was going on a high ball, just rolling it, and then ended up going down low. Potentially going to use the 8-9 again. Got a long ways to go to get over the 9 here.
May assess. Could be a safety in mind. Yeah.
Lower right here. Matter of fact, I think it's a must. Center. Yeah, it looked like he changed his mind or made an adjustment while he was down.
Yeah, Boosty wanted to be a little bit closer, but understood a ball coming out of the pocket like that. A little flat can be tricky. He'll come 2 cushions around the 8. Always cues a little on the left side of the ball. Kind of like Carlo Beato. Carlo may have gotten it from Boosty and then kind of reroutes the cue. Little a la Rob Saez as well.
And after 6 games, who's in third deck watching as well? Bustamante, game number 7 to break.
A dry break, I think, is second in the match. His opening break was dry. Looks like a push out coming from S.
Yeah, I don't think this is actually the end of the world. A little dangerous maybe if you're going to put him down here. Only because the 3 can kind of open the 6-8 up. Could just knock this around 3 rails and use the 9 and 3 and all that for cover. And that'll get it done. Perfect.
Right. Just needs a little bit of an angle. Great banker of the ball as well. I'm not sure if that's an option on the 6, possibly. It's always hard to get a lot of draw on that shot when you're close to it and then close to the rail. It's like the cue ball just doesn't develop a ton of energy before it gets into the cushion. I don't know if he can get that angle I was talking about now, though. He's missed the 4 anyways. So maybe it was the bank on the 6.
Bank on the 6 here. I don't believe you can get enough out of this to go towards him. That's what results in a miss. It's going to cost you some power.
Yeah, just got a little heavy on the hit. I think the shot was fine. Really just getting the 5, and like the cue ball doesn't want to continue through the balls near as much. May come backside, maybe.
Yeah, just a little misjudged there. What would Efren do? Potentially that. Very good try. Okay, he's going to the lower left. I don't mind it. 8 and 9 set up for a cover. I don't think you can do much more than knock it up. It's easy to double kiss.
Yeah, got past the side easily there on that 6, so maybe the rails are kind of breaking in a little bit. A lot more grip on the ball. It's only day 2. Early on day 2 as well.
And Bustamante takes game number 7. He used all the pocket there.
Django will definitely work on the break, assuming he gets past this match.
Might be attacking the 9 here. No reason not to.
Extension called. The 9's not bad as long as it's not froze. Yeah, I didn't like it. Definitely lined up for an 8-9 combination later in the rack. That can get changed at any moment, though. Little thin here on the 1, but playable.
Yeah, a little thin on the 2 again, but play. There's Roland Garcia.
And he's going to be thin again on the 3 in the side, but very natural to get on the 4. 3 cushions it should be to the center of the table. Now is he going to disrupt that?
I don't think he has to, but he might choose to. I don't see any reason why.
No, he definitely didn't want to. That first look, I didn't know if he could avoid it.
Really just still delivers the cue as good as he ever has, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looked like he was a little flat.
Yeah, he can hit it too thin now. Got to really chop the 8 here. Made it look easy once again, and that's what Francisco Django Bustamante does, leading 7 games to 1. Jeremy, I don't know why he switched sides. He was making the 1 on the right side every single time, and then happened to switch sides. I don't understand.
Well, I don't necessarily think it's about winning this match. I think he feels pretty comfortable, Scott, about this one. Probably knows he's going to be on this table again. If he does go on to win and face Fedor Gorst, that would make sense, being on the TV table.
Makes sense. I'm just a fan of if it's not broke, don't fix it. He broke a bunch of different ways or a bunch of different paces, and he's made the 1 on the right side every single time. But I do get what you're saying. He's going to tie the 8 up, Jeremy. It's not terrible, but
1 to shoot the 2 and open those balls, and again, the 8-9 is going to be a difficult task. But if he can get this 1 down, I think he had an opportunity to do a little damage.
yeah, just caught the 1 a bit thin. That's how he did not get to the 2. Maybe raised up a little bit. Just really kind of lost the draw. Uh-oh. This is not going to be good. He's aware.
It is single elimination, so great hit there. Right on the money on the blue, too. From where the 6 is at, it's a nice position to just kind of stop your ball and go right at the 8 and 9. Now he's got
Had going to the corner with the 3.
And if the 5 goes, you'd like to go twice across, but you don't have to. It tells me maybe the 5 doesn't play.
Ball a little bit. I'm not saying he's getting tired. They've only played, well, they're in their 9th game, but did raise up there pretty heavy.
Well, I think for a guy that doesn't play as much as he used to, great jump there. Match overall.
Yeah, I agree. I understand what you're saying. Makes perfect sense. So he's got to remain pretty steep here. You don't want to end up on the rail. He can just stop on the 6, Jeremy, but tough to get enough out of the cue wall into the 9.
I think if he stops right there, it's good. The angle is great. I wouldn't have drawn back myself. Boosty, they're having fun with it out there, but now it's going to be tough to really get a ton of energy on the cue ball. Drawing it back now, he's got to maybe get in position to play a safety off the tied up 8 and 9.
Oh, he almost fluked it in the other corner. Deliver it in.
Stroke. Easy to want to kind of whack at it from distance, and it's being thin, so it's going to get a little 50-ish, but just got to.
And he would have liked to have buried that 9 there with a long 7 ball and then backed it up with a nice 8 and just overcuts the 9. Such a smooth delivery and follow through there.
It's for the young Sakal, so we'll see how that unfolds. He does have a 1-game lead at 5-4. Boosty said, heck with it, I'm going head on.
Yeah, I find that decision a little interesting. I don't feel like he realizes for 3 games he was breaking as good as anybody in the tournament. He's just completely lost it at this point, looking for some.
Lenore, excuse me, is it table 3?
Rabe just went out.
Yeah, that's the match I was talking about. Grabbing, I believe, from what I saw, 10-8 victory over a big player, the best Estonia has ever seen. Boosty playing a little bit of a 2.
The 8 and the 5 here. Kick is available. Wow, how did that hold up? Looking to weld him to the back of the 2 or just get him there. That'll work.
Been one way or another, whether it's between the 7-9 or straighten it out. Nice hit. Good speed as well. Kicking kind of towards congestion, which is always good.
Never mind. Just going to bring him down. I like this bit more. And
yeah, I think there's a bit too many of those apologies, to be fair. I mean, I understand commending the guys on great shots, but I mean, 9-ball pool, you can get to apologizing 5 or 6 times a game.
9-ball. Oftentimes you're gambling 2 or 3 times in a rack, and you know it's just part of the game. So the apologies can definitely get a little too heavy.
Pink 4 a little tied up. Oh. Now it's not so much tied up. A rare kind of miss from that position from Bustamante.
Once again, using a high ball here. He just fools me sometimes. Sometimes he'll aim center. Yeah, I'm with you on this for sure. magician. That
Yeah, it looks like he can make it, kind of maybe pushing it forward a hair. Little inside spin to kill the cue ball. A little thin, could draw it, maybe go 3 cushions as well. He's got here on top of it. You kind of really just got to kind of trust what you see. Some big name Filipino names coming in this day 2. One on your screen right now. Efren Reyes, of course, later on. Bernie Regulario. Who else am I missing? I think James Aranis. Don't think Chua has played either. Certainly in other countries that would have been addressed, you would think, at some point. Oh, a couple little flicks on the bumblebee. Almost found the upper right corner.
Yeah, that thing was moving all over the place. Another look. It was the 8, then the 3, then the 6, then the cue ball.
Yeah, great shot here. He's going to avoid the 9. He's going to come down table. So really what looks like one shot away from a break and run to end this victory. And again, it will be on day 3, but barring something crazy, it'll be Francisco.
I'll tell you right now, and I know you're with me on this, the guy at the table has an opportunity to beat Federer, and Federer knows that. I don't believe there's a 61-year-old on the planet that plays better than the guy that we're looking at right now, Francisco Bustamante.
No, he's just an exceptional guy. Great brain. Doesn't dog it, or not very often. We all dog it every now and again, I guess, but just really good stuff. And he also still plays a bit of pool, which I think helps.
Yeah, like you said, he enjoys playing. So Bustamante going to advance 10 games to 1. The crowd having some fun. Esteban having some fun. They're not going to. 3 in the side.
Little exhibition shot to finish. It had already been conceded, but we've lost Estaban Robles, but we've kept Bustamante.
Yeah, Bustamante will advance, and he will be playing one Federer Gorst. So we will be back with you all very shortly. Stick tight.